Well, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Uh, I'm going to explain about qualitative research and quantitative research. Before that, let me introduce myself. My name is Royana I.H. I'm from English Department 4C. And I will explain about researchers, especially in design, research, and technical technical data validation. So now I want to explain what is the qualitative research design. Qualitative research design is a plan or structure and research strategy prepare so that researchers get answer. Plan or structure. Plan the overall scheme or research program. What must be done by researchers after choose topic. And the second is structure. Structure is the pattern or framework is iterated clearly. Research strategy is the purpose of the research to be achieved and how to fix with the problem that will be happened. There are several components on research design, and the first determine research problem, and the second determine suitability of the paradigm with the problem of the research, and the third determine the data source, and the fourth determine the research procedure, and the fifth determine determine the data instrument, and the sixth determine the analysis of the data. And the seventh and the last, examine the validity of the dates. I think almost same between quality research and quantity research. Based research design, there are something important that quantity research just focus on a result and quality research only focus on process. Now we realize that quantity just focus on research and quality just focus on process. And if you're doing quality research, it means that you have did quantity research because you have did process to looking for that and find out sampling. Who will the data in the research stage on quantitative and quantitative research? The name of the something that will be researched is population, sampling, and sample. What is the population? Population is an element group who will be researched. And what is the sample? Sample is a part of population. And that's the sampling. What is the sampling? Sampling is how to choose sample collecting according to population characteristic. Well, on qualitative research, the name of who will be researched is a subject of research. Well, on quantitative population have normal condition. It means that if a research at the class, example at research in the class is the student a little clever and a little stupid and a usual very much. I think that it's mean normal condition to research quantitative research. Well, after we know that how to get information research, now I will explain technical data collecting and validation of qualitative research. Based on data collection technical quantitative research, there are two types of way collection setting. For the first, questionnaire, and the second is model test. On questionnaire have characteristic absolutes. What's the mean? Because the questionnaire have characteristic absolute because result of the data they are not wrong and right. There are several routes. There are several rules to read and given questionnaire for sample. For the first, content and purpose should be clear. We know that content and purpose, it's very important to be researched. And the second, use language on questionnaire have to easy understand for respondent. And the third is the sequence of questions should start from a new general question to specific question to easier for research to research. And the second task model given by the character is the form of a question and the respondent must be answered. Task model divided to type: normative task and standard task. Normative task is a normative. In a normative task, the result of individual scores are associated in comparison with the score obtained by another individual. Standard test is based on the test used rule normative that is used score from another group to compare score person. Actually, this test only used based on basic skill test and reach. And well, and quality research, how the way gets information in quality research. In quality research, there are two methods to get information research. And the first, observation, and the second, interview, and the third, document analysis. What is the observation? Observation is process activities to observe carefully in order to give an understanding of what is observed. Observe just become passive person, didn't contribute anything. Like example, when teaching activities on classroom, observer just passive sit down in back student and just observe what happened in student. And the second, observe have read anything which have happened. So observe have to make notes to become report. And the third, after observe, try to understand rule of the community. And the next, observe get full participation, like follow the rule in community. Actually, on this observe, subject have to natural, so observer have to make subject feel bored with factor existence observer. After feel boring, subject will be real acting up. And the second, interview. Interview just communicating with subject to get information. I think it's very clear. And the third, document analysis. Based on document analysis, have 4 steps to do. And the first, format document, and the second, identify document, and the third, analyze and give score to document, and the last, selecting document. And after get information from one of the methods research, the description section is the part of the field note that contains a description of the what happened, condition, setting event, plus activities must be according to what happened. In this section, the research may not unilaterally add or subtract information about things that have happened, so that if there are changes in the prediction between researchers, the difference can be written to the original date. Well, thanks for your attention. Maybe there are many mistakes when I said I'm apologize. Thanks for your attention. Akhirul hadi hada. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.